This video shows you how the HyperSuite Career Day software can help you quickly create the schedules for a Career Day event. Software is internet-based. You need to log in from a browser like Internet Explorer, Firefox, or Chrome. I'm going to use Chrome. I'm already logged in, and you can see the school, district, and my user ID are listed. First step is to create the event, and we're going to go to the database menu to do that. Click New. And we're going to name it. I'm going to call it Demo 2013. Now we need to define the sessions. I'm going to make it 4 sessions long, and the first one is going to be an assembly for the kids before they go see the speakers. Anything that's not scheduled with the speaker we're going to list as other. So that could be something like an assembly or lunch or a break or something like that. We're going to make it from 8 to 8:30. The next 3 I'm going to make sessions for the speaker, so we're going to list those as scheduled. I'm going to make them all a half-hour long. So we'll have another scheduled session 2. And session 3. Okay, and then I click Next, and it'll be a confirmation that everything's set up the way I want, and it is, so I'll click Next again. And now Demo 2013 is the active database. Now I'm going to go add my speakers. There's 2 different ways to do this. One, you can add them individually, or you can import them. I'll show you the add first. So here you can add a last name, first name, company, profession, and your class size, min and max. And then availability. So the speakers don't have to be available for every session. But I'm going to import because it's faster. Here you need an Excel spreadsheet with columns set up as last name, first name, company, profession, class min, class max, and room is optional. And I'll show you my spreadsheet. So I have all the information there. And I'm going to choose it and then import it. So here's a confirmation to make sure that all the information is where you thought it was. Click Import. Now I get a warning. It's going to delete any speakers that are already in the system. So when you import, it starts fresh with the speakers. That's okay. Speakers have been imported. Now when you import, it's going to default that they're available for all sessions. So you can go back in and edit the speakers if you need to make them not available for certain sessions. Next we're going to add the students. Again, we can add them individually or we can import them. So I'll show you the add real quick. You can add the last name, first name, student ID is optional, email address is optional. For the teacher, if you're going to add your students in individually, you need to put the teachers in first. Then you have choice 1 through 7. Right now this is a random session. But you can see that I've got options in my choices based on the speakers I've already added. So you can add your students and then put the professions they want to see, and the schedule will make that happen. I'm going to go ahead and import the students. And again, it gives you the format, last name, first name, your teacher information, email address, and student ID. So when you import, it'll automatically set up the teachers based on your spreadsheet. Here's mine. I've got all the information in place. And then it'll confirm that everything's the way I want it. And then warning that it'll delete any students in the system. Now when you import, all your students are going to be listed as random for their choices. So you can make a random schedule, and the system will do that fine. You can also go edit individual students and change their choices, or you can have the students log in themselves to do their own choices. We're going to leave this as a random schedule. So I'll go to the schedule menu. I can create a student schedule, I can create one for the speakers, I can create one for the teachers. But I'm going to do it for the students right now. And I'm going to select all students. And now I get a button that says Download Report. This is the schedule. If there were warnings, I would get another button that says Warnings. And the warnings are, there's 2 types. One is if a student has a blank spot in their schedule. Let's say you don't have enough speakers for the number of students you have. The other type is if the speakers have small class sizes, and that's based on the minimum class size you set for your speaker. In this case, there's no warning, so I just get the schedule, and I'm going to open up the file. So it's a PDF file. You can save it for later, or you can print it whenever you want. 2 schedules per page. I'm going to zoom in so you can see. And you can see it lists the assembly with no speaker information because it was not scheduled, and then it scheduled the 3 different sessions for this student and for all the other students. So that's it. I appreciate you watching the video, and if you have any more questions about how the system can schedule your career day or pricing or additional features we didn't talk about in this video, you can go to www.schoolcareerday.com. Thanks.